Episode what? Episode what? Hey, we always start this thing off with a toast. Cheers. Aina Breiyon in the building. Make some noise. Woo! What's up?
Everything. What's up with you?
I know everything's. Man, it's not about me. It's about you today.
Okay.
So how you been? Like, I'm glad I haven't seen you in, what, 8 months?
It's been a long time.
Long time,
Most
right?
definitely.
And I'm glad I haven't seen you until today so we can catch up on this shit. First of all, we're going to get into a few topics. We're going to get into some deep topics. Anything you don't want to touch upon, just let me know.
I'm pretty sure I'm open.
I know you are. That's why I was like, this is the initial guest, so this is historic. I failed at a couple other episodes. That wasn't, it
No
wasn't.
such thing.
Yeah, there's no such thing as failure. She always be with that positivity. All right, so this is the first episode. We're popping the cherry. And how you been? Like, you got a new project out, right? We're gonna start with that.
Yeah. Actually, I got a couple.
You do?
Since
you
the
work
last
too
time
much.
we talked,
I know.
I dropped 4 this year.
And you produce all of them?
Yeah.
And you just started producing like 2 years ago, huh?
2017. Yep, you right.
That's crazy.
At the end of 2017. Yep.
So how'd you? First of all, because I'm an artist too, I did rap. I'm not gonna keep saying I do rap. I took a little break from it because it's just I did it for 15 years every day, Mm-hmm. So how'd you transition? What made you want to produce your shit too? Like, what made you want to take your music into your own hands instead of having to send notes to the engineers, notes to the producers?
I have a weird ear, and I felt like I kept running into like production that didn't really fit my style. I don't really sound like nobody else. Like, as often as I try to like compare my sound to it to like, fit into a mix or to a playlist.
Yeah.
I don't sound like nobody. So I'm like,
You
know
don't.
what? Let me figure this out. So that's what made me
You know
pick
how
up
I know
on
you don't sound like nobody? Because in 2016, when a homeboy introduced me to you, I was like, when you recorded that verse at my house, at my apartment, my studio apartment near Runyon Canyon, I love that apartment. I'm always miss that apartment. But I was like, fuck, like, this is my favorite rapper right now. And like, I was like, and honestly, because your style is my favorite style. Like rap, like when you rap, you rap. When you do your melody shit, you do your melody shit. And so I was trying to like, at that time, I was like, I was a rapidy rapper, but I was trying to transition into the melody shit.
give a little balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when I heard you, I was like, man, you make me want to quit because I'm like, man, I can't even do it like this no more. I'm like, I don't even have that in me.
But you dope though.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm not even gonna get on you right now. It's
That's
okay.
a confidence issue. We'll get there. And I had the confidence the whole time. I still have the confidence. It's just a matter of just loving it as much as I used to. But we'll get into that later on because I got questions about that too. How do you maintain love and passion for something? But yeah, so that's when I first heard you in 2016. You were on my FaceTime song. You killed that. That's one of my favorite verses. This is the repeat of history. Same old movie, just different black faces. I was raised in the streets of Chicago, no role models, just niggas with cases. All right, that's my favorite shit. All right, so yeah, so what made you? Let's go back to the question. What made you want to put it into your own hands?
It's just me having that weird ear. I just want to do my own thing and figure it out for myself.
Okay.
I always had a thing for music.
Yeah.
So anything that's pertaining to music, I'm willing to like figure it out, learn it, and be a part of it. So
You think like rapping is like, sometimes I feel like when they call rappers, when they're referred to as musicians, they don't like it. But I think rapping isn't because you're an instrument in the track, right? Like,
I hate rapping because I feel like that's what everybody doing.
yeah.
So when people be like, you a rapper, I'll be like,
It sounds
I'm
bad.
art.
Yeah, it's minimalizing.
Art is life.
It's
I'm
marginalized.
life.
Mm-hmm.
And I make sure I keep it open, like to how I, present music and address music. I try to stay open and not stick to a particular image. And when you think of rap, that's why I changed my name from Temple. So you think of Temple, you think of rap, like that fits. You know what I mean? It sound angry or aggressive, but I could, switch it up. I like the balance of life. So
I think the name Aina Breiyon is a beautiful name as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. But what made you want, like, what in your mind made you think that you couldn't do melody with the name Temper?
with Temple, Temple just sounds, I feel like if you're trying to go like, if you're trying to expand and you want like a world, like a household name, you want the world to know about you, and it opens you up to other like parts of the industry. Like if I wanted to get into a clothing line, if I wanted to, start my own cologne or a perfume, Aina Breiyon just got like that.
That shit sound like cologne.
Yeah, like it got that feel to it. But Tempa is kind of like going to buy Jay-Z clothing line. Oh, sorry, Jay, I love you to death.
No, yeah. I get what you say. That was back like Sean John Rockwell, where like that shit's kind of played out. So I get what you're saying. No offense, yeah. And I used to rock that shit all the time.
And we love Jay-Z.
Of course.
But it was still like a limit. It was like,
limited.
It didn't quite have that reach.
I would disagree a little bit.
What?
Because Temper is such a cool name. Like, but I agree with the fact with branding wise, with the cologne. So
I had to just
that's
think
why
outside
you're
the box.
smarter than me. Like, and I'm trying to like get some jewels from you today too. Like,
Okay.
honestly, yeah. So, all right, let's start from the beginning. We're gonna get back to the music. Could we shout out this project real quick? Because we're gonna get back to this too. What's the name of the project?
My latest one is called Circles.
Circles. I loved it too. I love the cover art too.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I listened to it all day yesterday, the day before. I listened to it when it first came out too, and I listened to it on Tidal. I'm not trying to promote.
I didn't even know you was in tune with it.
No, I was. I'm not even on Instagram, but I'm back on today. But I'm in tune with it. But I just try to stay. Now I'm just trying to listen to rap I like, and that's one of the projects I like, and I love it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, how many songs is on there?
It's 11 songs, but it's 13 tracks because I did the interlude, which I feel like people are missing today. Like we're missing like how projects used to be addressed.
Skits and
like,
Did you like that? Sometimes I like it, but some like on the Eminem albums, I didn't like it because it would be just a lot of and not that it's like it's just like
it probably was unnecessary.
Yeah, it's just like when you play music loud in your car and you hear like Eminem used to have a lot of like there's nothing just like sucking dick skits on there and it's just fucking gross because you play shit loud.
No, man, not like that. I just kind of like introduce you to the album and then in between I tell you why I don't really have a direction for my albums. I just write how I feel. So I tell you that in the middle of the track so you can kind of be introduced to another feeling.
Yeah.
When it comes to the project.
So it's like kind of like setting it up in like acts.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So is this your favorite project thus far?
Ooh, it's a hard one. I don't know if you heard my Mr. Summer.
I heard that one too.
Mr. Summer
I heard like a lot of your work. You don't even know. Yeah.
That project, I feel like it was eye opening to like my past and a part of my healing process, and just releasing certain things. I missed the summer, and then Colors came right after that, but Colors was just an EP. But I got a song on there called In My Feelings, where I kind of open up and let it out, like when it comes to my relationship with my mother a little bit more, and that one. But Circles was like, it was like the perfect balance.
I see.
Yeah, so between that one and I Missed the Summer.
Do you think your relationship with your mother like affects your relationships with females today?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, making that connection, because a lot of us, we don't understand our patterns and the people that we attract.
Yeah.
So I had to sit in my car one day like, why I keep having these experiences? That's because I was looking for my mother and to repair my relationship with my mother with these women. So I was attracting women that didn't favor me.
I agree.
The same way I felt like my mother didn't favor me.
That's crazy.
Like she favored the other kids over me.
And you have what, like 9 siblings? I remember you told me like
it's 10 of us, yeah.
10, that's great. And what are you, like the youngest? Second
to the youngest, yeah.
Shit. All right, so we'll get back to the music, trust me. But I want to get, because this all relates to the music. This is how you create
it's
your
our
music.
life.
Yeah, exactly. So with your mom, like at first when you came out to her, like was she approving of you?
I didn't have the luxury of coming out.
Oh, you did? So she just found out?
They invaded my privacy.
How?
I had a pager.
I remember that shit. Yeah.
The code was easy. My brother actually gave me that pager, and I never changed the code. So it was this young lady that left a voicemail, and she was just kind of like confessing how she felt about me, even though we didn't have a relationship like, at all. We were just friends. And then they broke the code to that voicemail, and then that's how everything kind of like unfolded. But why straight people ain't got to come out?
That's true. That's true. Like sometimes, honestly, like I feel like it's boring being straight. Like straight up, be like, yo, I wish I could love the world. You know, like just I admire like bisexual and everything. I'm like,
pansexuals. I feel like pansexuals and bisexuals they're more advanced than any other lifestyle, in my opinion. Because
pansexual is a brain, right? It's tried to intellect or something.
They like they strictly go off energy.
Yeah,
but I
energy,
feel like that's not too far off bisexuality if you're not doing it because of
drugs,
other issues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen that. Like that's the with the bisexuality. I've seen I've had a friend like a white and R.I.P. I'm not gonna mention his name because I don't want to put him out there, but like he was addicted to Xanax, and I wasn't sure. Like that's what made me confused about bisexuality because I was like he became bisexual off of Xanax, but I don't know if that's true. Like
no such thing.
Exactly.
Let me tell you what.
And I'm not. I don't mean that offensively. I'm saying like that's like at the yeah.
Let me tell you. I don't care what theories anybody come up with. Can't nobody wake up anything in you if it's not in you.
I agree with that.
I don't care what you take. It could bring. If
it's in you, it'll come out.
It might have been dormant.
Yeah.
You know, you might have suppressed it because society say you're supposed to be a certain way.
Yeah.
And that pressure is on you. But I can't make you mad. I can't make you happy. I can't make you depressed. I could just wake up parts of you that was lying dormant. That's it.
That's the truth.
So when you do drugs, you drink alcohol.
Yeah.
I stopped saying because I'm going through a sexual transmutation, right?
What does that mean? Just define that for my audience, because my audience is some are smart, but some aren't.
No sexual activity, and I take that energy because you know that's where the most energy resides is in your reproductive organs. So I take that energy and I use it in other ways, like to be more creative. And I noticed that when I'm drunk, because I haven't mastered that energy, I met a whole nother character. You know how some people be like, man, I was out of character. I met another character I never met before. She was lying dormant. And she wanted what she wanted when I was drunk because I've been suppressing that energy and haven't learned how to master it yet. So you got things in you that's just lying dormant, and parts of you that you're suppressing, and certain things bring it out. Drugs, alcohol, people you meet, certain energies you around, life.
That's crazy. It's kind of like dreams, because dreams sometimes you don't even know you're angry at somebody, and then you have a dream, and then in that dream you're super mad at. It's crazy. So
everything exists.
All right, let's get back to the your mom. So when she found out, what was her initial reaction to you?
She tried to send me back to my auntie Donna. The first 4 years of my life was spent with my auntie Donna. I didn't even know I had that big family. I didn't know who my real mother was, my real father was. Yeah. And I didn't know I had all them siblings. So I was with my auntie the first 4 years of my life. She tried to send me back to my auntie. She stopped me from playing basketball. She removed my friends. Barely checked up on me, made sure I ate anything. Like, we only went through that for like 2 months though. So I give her that.
So when you were staying with your auntie, like, did you know that you had a mom? Like, you knew you had a mama?
Nope.
No, you didn't. So what did you know? She was
I thought my auntie was my mom.
That's what I was gonna ask. So that's crazy, right? Like, isn't that what was the moment when you found that? That's crazy. Like
when they came to get me at 4
years old.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Damn.
You remember the station wagons that looked like they had hardwood floors on the side?
Yeah, the brown ones.
They pulled up in that, and I peeked out the window. Yep, and I just walked on about my little life, not knowing who they were. And then they came up to the door. Then I saw them coming for me. I ran to my auntie and said, "Mama, don't let them take me," because I thought that was my mama. And that's when my detachment issues, being emotionally detached, started at the age of 4.
So obviously that affects your relationship, right? So like, what did they explain it to you? Like, okay, I'm not your mom. This is your mom, or like, and that's your mom's sister who was your auntie? Or?
I just had to figure things out.
Yeah. Shit.
That's why I had that show, Figuring It Out. You just gotta, answer things for yourself through each experience that you have. Because some people so ashamed of how their lives are, like, even if it affects you. Yeah. They're so ashamed, they don't want to give you answers. Yeah. So I just had to figure things out for myself.
And we also got to remember all the time, because I'll be having, like, I have a lot of resentment, but we'll get into it. Like, but we also got to, like, understand that parents, like, if I was a parent, I'm sure right now, like, my kids will have resentment towards because I'll be fucking up left
because
and right.
They parents screwed them over, and then they parents screwed them over. Yeah. Like, I know that it's like a generation after generation. It's like, it's passed down.
Okay, let me ask you this then, because when you have kids, we'll get into that too. We'll get into all that, you know. But like, if you choose to have kids, how what makes you different from your parents? Because why our generation is changed?
I'm breaking a cycle.
Why is our generation doing that?
A lot of us just want to take responsibility. Some of us see that something's not right. It's something they didn't get, and that's the reason why it's a repeat of everything.
Yeah.
And so some of us just stepping up to the plate like, no, we about to break this cycle. It's not about to pass down to my kids. I don't like this. Some people use their experiences as an excuse to not be shit.
Yeah.
I take mine and say, I'm going to do better.
That's what's up. You think you're like one out of your 9 siblings who are doing that, or are there a few of you guys?
The only one.
You're the only one? That seems to always be the case, too. There's only like one in a family.
I'm the special child. I'm the only one that's gay and everything. Yeah.
That's crazy. And that's crazy. So, all right. So do you feel like does that put a burden on you? Do you like, or do they understand it? Like, what's your relationship with your mom today? Like, does she understand it now? Like, with your success, like, dog, you're like the biggest, like, you have such a big social media following. You're the only person I don't hate on social media because you just make me feel good. Like, it's inspiring. Like, I watch there's one video, yeah, I will get into that too. Like, there's videos you say where like, oh, you moved to LA, you just said fuck everything else, you just took a chance.
Out on faith, yeah,
stepping out on faith, yeah. So I'm like, so does she see that, your mom, and does she like you know, co-sign that?
I never really had that support growing up. I have no clue where my drive came from. It comes from a place I can't even tell you about. Like,
yeah,
I never had that support.
What about now?
I play all kind of sports. I always wrote poetry, did music, drawing, everything. Like, I always been the creative one out of my entire family, but I never had the support. So I just had the drive.
Yeah, a lot of people just don't. And I think
nobody fronted me the gas, but I was still driven.
What about when you was fucking up? Like, did you probably fucked up in your life earlier, right? So did they like give you more attention when you fucking up, or when you doing good, they're not really gonna give you the attention? Like
I definitely remember more acknowledgement when I was fucking up.
Yeah, right. That's most a weird thing, right? And
when I was messing up.
Yeah, messing. Oh, man,
edit that in.
That's $400 right there. But all right, yeah. So yeah, that's a weird thing. I think like because your family wants to keep you close to them, and they want to be with somebody they relate to. But anyways, I want to so what's your relationship with your mom now? Is she supportive?
I haven't talked to my mother in over a year.
That's crazy. You seem like a person who's like close with her mom, just from your heart and stuff. Like, you know, and I envy that. Me and my mom don't have the greatest relationship either, but I envy people like that. You just seem like one of those.
I respect my mother. Yeah. Like, even being the least favorite, I still respect my mother. But my mother don't want to be a part of my healing process because of her own reasons. She don't want to answer anything. So we always really had a strain. We never had the best relationship anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just very respectful.
Yeah, I can see
and
that.
I tried to oversell myself to her.
How?
A little bit. How? Like, even though I wasn't a favorite, you would still see me going overboard, like when it come to Christmas, birthdays, and stuff like that. And I took that same behavior and implemented that in my relationships with women, trying to oversell myself. So I was providing more quantity than quality in all of my relationships because of my relationship with my mother. It was like, see me, love me, accept me. Let me be a favorite. Let me buy my way into being a favorite.
Yeah. And out of 9, I could see that. You should be her favorite now. Or I don't know, you should be up there. I don't know.
I think I am. My mother just don't know how to
express it.
She don't know how to express that.
Do you think they don't know how to express like apologies or like remorse?
They don't know how to check up on the strong ones.
Exactly. That's a big thing. People, a lot of people don't do that.
We are the least checked up on.
Yeah, because they think, oh, everything is fine, but it's not always fine. But we
just know how to handle that.
Yeah, I'm sure you check up on other people, like people the weak, quote unquote weak ones. You know, right? Like,
yeah. And I look out for a lot of people.
Yeah, I could tell. All right, so let's get into your relationships. Like, what was it like? Not to, and if you don't want to touch on it, all right, cool, yeah. So, like, what was the last deep relation? And you don't gotta mention their name, but like, how long ago was that? And was that reflected in the recent music?
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
And it was her that actually highlighted the fact that I needed some healing to do. Like I had some healing to do.
Yeah.
When she called me selfish. Now I'm a Leo. We don't know how to be selfish. We got the biggest hearts. So I didn't understand what she was talking about until she told me emotionally. I was disconnected.
So like
in an unhealthy way.
So when she was sad or something, you didn't have the empathy or like.
I just didn't know how to let people all the way in.
Oh,
I
so
was like super guarded, and I show up like in the ways you need me to, like as relationships go, but not the depth to it. There was no real depth.
So she would open up to you, and you wouldn't open up.
She would be all in.
Yeah.
And I'm there. I'm gonna show up. It's kind of like men in a relationship. Like you guys are more of like, for the most part, I'm not generalizing this. I'm not gonna generalize it.
I'll be crying and shit.
What they taught men was to be the provider, the protector, and just show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just pretty much just be there, but not be emotionally tied in or invested.
Yeah.
And that was me.
Is that a pattern in all your relationships?
That was definitely a pattern in all my relationships until she mentioned that. When she called me selfish, that made me like, it took me back. I'm like, selfish?
She's the
I would
first
give
one?
my last. I would give my last to you. But when she called me that and then she broke it down, I was like, whoa. Never thought about it.
Like what was like her industry she's in? I'm just curious. Like
she's regular schmegular.
Okay. Because a lot of the models and because I've dealt with some like in LA and shit, and some of them just got different. Scrappy, you gotta chill, bro. That's my dog, Scrap Dog. Anyways, like the models, they have like insecurities that I can't even comprehend, and like so
that's
like,
why they get into let me not say that.
Let me
not generalize that, but most of them get into modeling just for that constant reminder of something they gonna only do for themselves, but they look for the other people in the world to do it. Okay.
So like with that relationship, do you say was that your deepest relationship ever? Because you seem like I feel like when you go in like pause, but you know what I mean. Like when you deep, like
I'm capable of it. Yeah. I haven't allowed myself to
at all yet.
To get lost in nah. Am I capable of it now? Most definitely.
Yeah.
But I still know how to not attach, because I don't think it's healthy to be attached to anything of this world, with this people, things.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't think it's healthy. Like, we supposed to experience wholeheartedly. Yeah. And that's why I was messing up at. I was detached, but wasn't giving everything my entire, existence. Like, I wasn't in it wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
So that's what messed me up in my relationships. But now I could be in something wholeheartedly, be invested in everything, you know what I mean, and still not attached to it, because I understand that we're here for the experience and to love and to share that.
Exactly. It's the spiritual part. What like, are you looking for a relationship now?
Looking, no.
But if something comes, you're open to it?
Most definitely.
Hold on.
Love is a priority. Let's scrappy scrap.
All right, fine. Let us scrap. You making some noise over there, Scrap Dog. Bro, you too old for this shit.
Scrap cool.
Yeah, he cool. All right. Anyways, so we're going to get back to deep. I want to go like deep light. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So with the music, like with the production and shit, how did you teach yourself how to do all this? Like, I try that. How do you have to focus? Like, I know it's like talking.
When you want something,
you gonna do it. Yeah,
you gonna do it.
Yeah,
you just don't want it that bad. It's okay.
Yeah.
You want to figure it out, but like, it's not. Something's just not like who you are. But you like, you know what? I just want to do it so I can understand and do it myself, because I'm tired of waiting on people.
Yeah.
Like, if that's your aim, that's on your mind. Like, I'm tired of waiting on producers.
Yeah.
Then it's not gonna be the same drive that I have.
Cause you just want to just do it. Yeah, cause like, I hate the technical shit. Like, I hate downloading software. And this is for everybody listening out there. I know there's a lot of producers listening out there. Y'all can relate. But for the rest of us who rap or do music and don't want to produce,
sometimes that's all you built for.
Yeah, but we have the mind to like, okay, we want it to sound like, we can like mouth it out and shit. We and then somebody could play that, but you actually took it on your initiative to just figure out how to play what's in it. That shit's hard.
And you training your ears to that particular sound that you want.
Yeah.
It's fun, in my opinion.
Fun?
Yeah.
So you just sit there for hours just learning this shit. Yeah, I've been to your spot too. No, I've been to your spot. It's a decent place to focus. You can focus over there, you know? Like
I got the mood.
Yeah, you could focus there, yeah. And yeah, I'm very I admired that a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. And just
it's even better now from the last time you was there.
For real? You got new equipment and shit?
I got new equipment, but like even in the back, like in the living room.
Yeah.
You was there when I had that little wooden stand for my TV. I done mounted the TV, got the lights on the little stand under the TV, and then I set my TV up like it's an aquarium.
Yeah, that's
and
dope.
I just you know what I'm saying, like I Bluetooth like YouTube videos to that, and just had the fishes in the background, and I got like the blue lights set up over there too. So it's a vibe all the way around.
And you get no noise complaints, huh?
My neighbor done got him a regular job now.
Oh,
first he just played the guitar and it was cool.
I remember hearing them.
So I gotta do it between the hours that he's not really there.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's get into this project then. So was all this recorded in your apartment?
Mm-hmm.
And all self-produced?
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because you produced 2 tracks for me. Or you did 3. We got 2 out of 3. I'm gonna be real. The third one was my fault. Like I didn't come with it. Like I didn't come with it, and then you didn't come with. Like if I don't come with it, then what are you gonna come with it with? So, but the first 2 we did was fire. So my point is like, so you. I
want to revisit those tracks though, because I learned so much.
The first one, Off Day, is gonna be, and we'll talk about the logistics of this later. But that's gonna be the intro to this podcast. Okay. Yeah.
I got better like plugins, everything.
For
like
that
I could
first
replace
one was fire,
instruments, everything.
Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm so
jealous.
Better
quality.
I just want to go produce right now. All right, yeah. So what was the process of that? Like, do you map out your album, or you just record every day and you just like, all right, I'm gonna make this beat, whatever, and do you have a topic in your mind?
I don't put that type of pressure on myself.
Okay.
And that's where a lot of forced music come from. Yeah. And that's why I sound forced. It's more like I'll be playing something, I'm like, I think of something, like, and I'm already in that mood, apparently, if I thought of it. And I just write like that. That's why I introduced my album saying, here I go, making an album with no direction. Because that's how my life is. I don't think it's important to have directions in life. I think it's important to have a destination and be surprised about the journey and learn throughout the journey, but not have a direct map to get there. Because it's boring. Like, what's the purpose? It defeats the purpose of the journey.
That's why people with 9 to 5s, no disrespect, like it's just like, and even not even 9 to 5s, like I've seen talk show hosts talk about that. Like once you see your whole life played out, like it
defeats the purpose.
You just don't want to do it.
Enjoy the journey, the twists and turns, the surprises. Like learn from it. But a lot of people not open to that. Everybody play victim. They have a victim mentality. So they think like, why is this happening to me? Instead of like, okay, what did I need to get from this to get to the next door? Because everything leads you to the right path. It just look like it's wrong.
No matter how dark it is.
Yeah.
As long as you don't kill nobody. But
it might feel wrong. Just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Like we take life way, way too serious. Everything is a game. Learn how to play it.
That's facts. All right, we're gonna stop right there for our sponsor. We're talking off air right now. You said men got a G spot too.
in the anus, that's incredible.
I heard about that because I heard on TV, and I haven't asked because none of my friends are gonna admit to it. Like they're not gonna admit to it. But like they said, like guys get their ass licked, and I'm gonna just give my point of view on that first, and I want to hear your point of view.
Okay.
I just think it's and even like, I would lick a female. I know we're gonna have to bleep this, but I would lick a female's. Yeah, you know.
Backside.
Yeah, but with the guys, it's just mad dirty, yo. Like guys, it's like it's a different experience. It's like Amazon down there with some of us. I get all my I wax all my shit, bro. It's clean. But anyways, I'm just keeping it real, bro. It's Rockwell podcast where we keep it real. Yeah, so I just want to get into that. Like, what is the dudes who do like? Because I don't like I can't let a girl go.
You sound nervous.
Nah, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. I swear. I wish I would like, because it seems like a fun
Y'all
experience.
Y'all are missing out.
Yeah,
all this
it seems like
toxic
fun.
masculinity is just killing the world.
It's
Men not the only one that's possessed toxic masculinity too. It's women as well.
What do you mean by that?
You know, we both possess both energies, masculine and feminine, and it's a lot of toxic masculinity in the world right now, and this is our problem. Y'all think how you build and act, if you act a certain way, that's masculine. It's just not. It's
not.
It's not. So what you guys are doing, y'all suppressing certain parts of y'all because y'all care what society is going to say and how they're going to react to it. And you've been conditioned a certain way to feel a certain way about yourself if you allow yourself to express yourself.
Exactly.
Freely.
And I just express
I'm not trying to convince you to get your booty licked.
No, but I got my booty waxed, and that's expressing myself. It's a fact, because just out of cleanliness, it's some old Asian lady. Because I want everything to be clean. It's not about like, oh, but I get what you're saying. It's like some people, like, I wish I can get to that point.
It was some lady tweeted. I'm so glad I'm on Twitter, because Twitter is a whole nother ball game. Some lady tweeted saying that her and her husband, now listen to this. This is her husband. And he said he wanted that done during sex. This is your wife. You should be able to express what you want in the bedroom with your wife out of comfort. She felt some type of way, but she thought he was joking. So she was like, I'm going to just see, like, you know, what happened. So they was having sex. She said he was blowing my back out. And then he said, okay, I'm ready. And she was like, I went through with it thinking that like he was still playing and I don't know how I'm going to feel. But she was like, I'm never, like, he came so hard, I'm never doing that again. It's just weird. Women do that.
Yeah, women do that.
Just like men make women tap into their insecurities that was already there. Women do the same thing when it comes to men.
But do you think she didn't have a point? Because I remember I had a female.
Why is that gay?
All right, I don't know. Okay.
What is gay? Where did it come from? Did it fall out the sky? Like, come on. Nobody's pulling nothing out of their ass when it comes to what's going on in the world.
And yeah, I agree.
It's just been here.
Yeah, that's just your fucking what's it called? Like your pressure points or whatever. Like your enjoyable whatever, the shit you like in your body. Those points. But I'm gonna get because I had a female roommate 3 years ago, 2015, 4 years ago. And then she told me about, she be yapping every time she come home from a dude. And I never slept with her, and that's the smartest decision I ever made, because you shouldn't sleep with your roommates. Don't ever fuck. Fuck my roommate one time ago, a long time ago. It's a bad decision. Anyways, all right. So she would just tell me about all her sexual escapades. And then she asked me, he likes to get fingered in his butthole. And then I thought it was gay at the time.
Y'all have a G-spot.
Yeah, so,
y'all have a G-spot there.
Okay. Hey, Rockwell podcast. We might keep this. We might edit it, but I want to keep it as of now. Like, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah, and that's what people told me too. Like, I have gay friends too. They're like, oh, you don't even know. I'm like, bro, like, I just don't. It's just, yeah. So I won't know until I try it.
I'm not a guy, but I'm very open to stepping into other sides of the world that I'm not familiar with. And I think that's what people's problem is. They so uncomfortable, they don't know how to step into those sides just to understand it a little bit more. That's why I don't use homophobic loosely.
Yeah.
Because you're giving people too much credit.
That's true. It's like, that's
you can't
true.
fear and hate something you truly don't understand. And they not comfortable enough to step on that side. I step on sides. Even if I gotta watch, I don't care if it's porn or I gotta ask questions. I step on that side. Y'all have a
Yeah, speaking. No, you're right.
Y'all have a G-spot there. I'm sorry.
That's what people said. I think it's more of a cleanliness thing now that I think about it more than it, just not cleanliness, like it's, but just with me, like for me personally, like I don't want a girl down there because if I didn't wipe right, shit like that. Anyways, let's get back to another topic.
So when you washing your we go say this. So when you washing yourself back there, you don't even put your own finger in there to make sure you clean. I see y'all tripping.
I put a fingernail, not a finger.
Y'all, all you gotta do, and I'm about to look. Take this in, y'all. Take a towel and put it on your finger.
Yeah.
Just wrap it and just go in there as much as you can.
Yeah.
But if you tighten up, that's when you gonna hurt. But if you just loose and you just, you're relaxed and you go in there just to clean it, if that's your concern.
Yeah. Just with anything like that.
Just clean it.
Anyway.
You already waxed?
Yeah, I am waxed.
That mean ain't no dookie shoes hanging around, the little loose hairs.
Exactly. That's the reason I do get it waxed, by the way. Anyway.
That Asian lady be like, look at the hair.
He's like, oh, such thick hair. And I'm like, is that a compliment? It sound like a compliment.
You got doo-doo on your hair.
Such thick hair. I'm like, and she mad old. I'm like, it's not nothing sexual with this whole process. It's just about cleanliness. And I recommend everybody who grows hair on their arms and bodies and shit just to do that shit. Anyways, let's get back to the music real quick. Okay. Aina Breiyon. All right.
Okay.
What's your favorite 3 tracks on the album?
Circles. You're
Circles
So Dope.
Is dope as fuck. I like Circles. Yeah.
I like You're So Dope. Real Ones.
Okay.
And I got one. I'm like, it's called Let Myself Free.
Okay.
That's pretty much like talking about black people waiting on Jesus, not knowing they waiting on the slave ship.
I feel like you have like a different mindset when it comes to black people than most black people have. Is that
because 80% of us are like Christians, and that was the religion that kept us in slavery.
Okay, and I didn't mean most black people like most black people are wrong. I'm just saying because I'm around a lot of black people, and your opinion is just different from a lot of people that I know. You know, so that's interesting.
We need a savior. We need a father figure. We need somebody that
What'd you think about Homeboy? No, I'm not even gonna say Homeboy. The brother of the victim. What's his name? Who got shot by the guy, the girl?
Him hugging the murderer.
Yeah, what do you think about that? I just want to know.
Hugging the murderer.
What do you think about that?
Honestly, I don't think much at all. We are a forgiving race.
Yeah,
and that's probably what kept us behind for a long time. Not saying no. Let me not say that. I feel like he overdid it. I think that was the problem. I think he shouldn't have hugged her. He should have said, "I forgive you," and I hope like during this 10 years that you're locked up, that you become closer to give your life to Christ. Whatever he believe in. I feel like he should have stuck it to that. But like I think the hug, maybe it was some type of energy exchange in a spell type of way. I don't know. It could go so many ways. You just have to be open.
What was your initial like at first? What did you think? What do you think?
I didn't think nothing because I don't. I'm too open-minded to
too.
just
I'm
sit in
open-minded
a
too.
corner and be like, this he's forgiving. Oh my God, black people.
Yeah.
I don't think like that. I be thinking like, he could have put a spell on her, anything. I'm big on energy.
I'm big on love too.
I'm big on energy.
Okay.
So he could have been on some other stuff and looked another way because of the cameras.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he could have gave her something when he hugged her. Y'all have to understand that stuff is very real.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying now.
You don't know what he gave her, but he could have just been a forgiving dude. Like people are who they are, and we try to put this little what we think, like who we are, on other people. Like you should be this way. People are who they are. It was just funny that it was like a couple of them, like the lady who was in her hair, straightening her hair. Then the judge hugged her.
I saw the judge part.
I can see how it would look to different people, but
yeah, I just agree with like, and this gonna be controversial. I love forgiveness, but when you said like he went a little bit further, it was a little. And this is the thing, I love forgiveness, but when I saw it, I didn't feel good. That's the weird part. Like I didn't like it but I love forgiveness. I'm like on the surface of it, I think it's dope to forget. Like I think that's I think we should forgive everybody. And I saw a topic on another radio show. They said, "Oh, would you forgive somebody who killed your sibling?" And I was like, "Bro, I wish I could." I think it's an admirable trait. Like I wish, and I thought it was good. But the way he did it seemed a little bit. It seemed I don't know, like he was asking for her forgiveness, kind of like, or like
he struggled in his wording.
Yeah.
He was like, "Can I give her a hug?" I feel like it was something else to that hug. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
The cop was looking
I don't
at
think
it too,
it was
just to
that
see
forgiving.
Okay.
But he's Haitian, right?
I thought I don't know. I have no idea.
You got to dig into different things. When
I know about Nigeria, I grew up around a lot of Nigerians. I know the stereotypes about them, but I know the real shit about them too. Yeah, I grew up around Nigerians, so I know what it really is. Yeah, but I don't know too much about Haitians. I met a couple Haitians later in life, but yeah.
I know a couple.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'm one.
You
I'm
look
still
like
digging into it.
Yeah. But yeah, it is what it. I feel like you mixed up with all that, like, you know. Yeah, you probably have a little Native American in you too.
People just want something to be angry about. Either way, the guy is dead because of her actions. She only got 10 years because of our judgment, our sentencing. Because that was a black judge that gave her that sentence.
Yeah, that was weird too.
At the same time, we can't blame the system no more because we kind of like helping the system.
Yeah.
You know how a lot of memes was like, they was comparing it to other black people who got like 45 years for shooting a dog or shooting a gun off in the air. They was trying to compare it to her, but it was us that did the sentencing. So not only that, you got to think about we did the sentencing on top of the fact that different states have different sentencing like years for different things.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all putting up the different states and how they sentence people as well.
Yeah.
So we can't forget that. We keep trying to take certain cases and pin it up against other cases, but we miss the important part is the fact that laws are different in every state.
Like death penalties, like in Texas or Florida and shit like that. That's very true. Yeah.
Can't leave out that.
Yeah, at all.
Even if it's still wrong across the board, don't leave out that information.
Word.
Just to make your stuff more solid. That's all I'm saying.
And next, and you're gonna come back on the show, but in the next few weeks, like I'm gonna go back to current events more often. It's just that's the only one, because a lot of this shit is I just don't want to even talk about. Like it's just too much of it, and just
they keep us busy.
They do, and I feel like when I see your Instagram videos, like your live video or your story videos, like you're like more free mind, like that's the first thoughts that come into my head when I like you have a free mind, just instead of like whoever, you know, like liberals and Republicans, black and white people just get too obsessed with politics and get too obsessed with just whatever the fuck. But yeah,
they two different sides of the same coin.
Yeah. They just get too obsessed with what's going on. Yeah, it doesn't really
keeping them busy.
Yeah, like whatever president doesn't affect my life.
They're keeping them busy.
Yeah. All right, so we want to know right now on the gossip, because I don't got a female co-host or any co-host to ask me this, but you got you in a relationship right now? Why not?
Okay, I want to earn my next relationship.
What does that mean?
Meaning, I need to get to a certain place in my life where I know I can offer nothing but greatness, nothing short of greatness. Like even our falls should feel like greatness. So I just want to become that person I want to attract. And a lot of people don't invest in that. They just like hop into relationships because they bored, they lonely, and they don't feel valid, like at all. So they need validity. I will make up a word, so I'm just tell you.
That's a real word. No, okay. Validity is a real word.
They need that from another person. I don't. I'm completely satisfied by myself. So in order for me to attract the person that don't need me but equally want me.
Wow, you like that's exactly the same type of shit. I think that's why we kindred souls. That's exactly the same shit I talk about. And somebody asked me like it was actually my brother. I'm just keeping this Rockwell podcast. We keep it transparent. He's like, don't you feel, because he's been married for like 4 years. He's been with his girlfriend for 14. He's like, you know, and he's not asking this to like shit on me. He's asking like genuinely. He's like, oh, don't you feel or don't you need companionship and shit? I'm like, I'm more concerned. I like friends right now than like exactly what you said about bringing yourself and your energy to the relationship.
Yeah.
Because you're just gonna attract somebody who's like where you're at or where you
can't
were.
Attract nothing else.
Yeah, exactly.
But where you at?
That's true.
You're gonna attract a reflection of you in some shape or form. Yeah.
So I'm on the same. Yeah, it's like when I'm ready, then I'll find the right one. That's crazy.
It'll come to you.
You breaking a lot of hearts? I feel like you are, like, because I've seen it.
Okay, I have.
Yeah.
And I still do, but I feel like it's in a better way. Meaning, I'm just honest. Like, if it's not there, it's not there. If it's nothing is going to happen, it's not going to happen. I didn't used to be this honest. You know
how
what I mean?
soon are you honest though? Like
right away. If I feel if it's no like connection or anything, like it's no need for me to entertain you or waste your time and me waste my time. But if it's gonna be something, I'm not going to water and feed anything I don't want to see grow.
I feel you, cause I seen massage tables at your apartment.
Yeah, I still got it.
So smart. I was like, fuck, I should have done that shit. I should have became certified. Like what? I was like, damn, she on another level. She doing she go, yeah, you be your yoga instructor. That's what's up though. Yeah, you still give girls massages? I always just wonder how that.
I don't entertain unless I want to see it grow.
Okay. That's what's up. All right, man. So let's get back to the music. So, do you have any like? Are you ever gonna take a break from rapping and recording, or are you just gonna? Because I burnt out, so I'm wondering how you keep.
You didn't burn out. You let life get better, like the upper hand. That's all. You ain't burnt out. Like it's still in you, and it's gonna be actually better. Like when you get back to it, and you let everything settle and allow yourself to feel. Yeah, it's gonna be even better. Okay. It didn't burn you out though, so stop saying that.
Yeah, I should stop saying that. In my mind, it did, but not in my heart.
No.
Yeah. So no. Yeah. So you got another project coming out?
I'm thinking about making like one last one before I focus on just staying behind the scenes and letting those other projects work for me. Because I think I miss the summer, colors, circles, and when I do rooms, it's called rooms. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell y'all why, but it's other letters that's supposed to be attached to that because I'm gonna write it.
Oh, my mind is going wild.
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna write it engaging in this particular thing. So it's gonna be off of this thing that I create this project. And it's going to be called Rooms. And I'm going to just let those bodies of work speak for me before, I like go behind the scenes.
Yeah, but like, yeah. And you can like, I just feel like these projects are so like, and it's just being real. You have such dope projects. I feel like letting them breathe, but it's hard as an artist. I know it is. Yeah, like you have.
That's all we want to do.
Yeah, just create. But I'm like, duh, this shit is dope. This shit is dope. But it happens like I feel like Thug. I don't know if you ever like Young Thug, but I like Young Thug. But I
need to get more into different artists, especially if I'm going to be producing outside of myself.
If you're producing, yeah. But the way you're going right now, like we're not paying attention to it. I think it makes your like music very unique. Like
that's true.
Yeah, you have your own sound. So like with like I feel like man, there's so many good ass projects, like so many great albums that an individual artist is putting out, but we can't even breathe with it because you're giving us the next one. And if that next one is not as good, and I'm not saying with you, I'm just saying with like Thug or some of these others, like if a next one is not as good, then it makes you think less of the one before that too, because you already moved. Like
here's the problem with today's world though. Our attention span short.
Yeah, super.
And they'll forget about you quick. So if you're not pumping out product like back to back, it's almost like people will forget about you because everything has their attention. With this, the president, with this, is somebody getting killed 24/7. We're desensitized. That's why dude was able to hug girl. But we're desensitized. Like we see it all the time now. It's almost like, okay. Yeah. It's like the light about to change because we know it's red and it has to be green next. You know what I mean? Like we're desensitized now.
That's why World Star ain't even World Star no more. No, it's the same shit every day. We know this shit happened before.
I never post none of like when we get gunned down, like none of that. Yeah. I feel like everybody want to post a problem and no solutions.
Yeah. Nah, 100%. My question, what was the question before that? Before
the music, like pumping out the music.
Yeah, okay.
As much, yeah.
Okay. So, like, what, like, when do you think, like, or when do you think it would stick, or when do you think, like, so which one are you, like, gonna go? Are you just gonna keep putting? Because when are you gonna stop? Like it's a great thing. I'm like, yo, this shit is dope. I
love music.
Run with it because it's like even anybody who they keep putting out albums. It's hard to
ask an artist. Same shit with you because you're an artist.
Yeah.
when you gonna stop is like asking us to stop talking.
No, I know, I get that.
That's how we communicate.
Yeah.
Like that was my first outlet when it came to like how I felt, anything. Like that was my first form of communication.
Yeah.
So probably on my deathbed when they got me like hooked up.
No, for
to,
sure.
like,
And I agree with that. Like,
you know, machines and shit, like pull a plug
DNR.
or keep it plugged in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we talk. That's how we get
everything
our
else.
shit out. Like our feelings. That's how we express ourselves. All you're doing is talking and somebody got a beat in the background. Like that's all we doing. Like when people say, are you too old for no, there's no such thing. Stop letting this world get in your head, especially when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Anything that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
But this is how we talk. Like it might rhyme, but this is like, yeah, this is how we talk.
No, exactly.
It's like telling me to shut up and stop being happy.
No, and it's not even like that. I'm just like, and I do agree with you. I feel like in the long run, people go back and do their homework, and they're like, all these, because I'm like, yo, every single song is dope as fuck. I keep it real. Like, I don't bullshit. You know, I told you I speak the truth too much. So like, I was like, every single song, it's like, it's hard for the audience to like, you know, put that in their head, but I do believe in eventually people will go back and do their homework and they're like, oh shit, this is a classic. This is,
I'm gonna let it sit. After Rooms, and I'm gonna just
Rooms sounds dope too.
Yeah, I'm gonna just let those those bodies of work.
Okay.
Like I got enough.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you this for my my third and last question, and I don't got no notes. This is just off the top, and I love it. You know,
it's flowing.
It's flowing.
That's what happens when the correct energy is in the room.
Exactly, 100%. It's a spiritual podcast too. It's spiritual, not political, comedic, and musical, and just an overall art podcast.
Just raw shit.
Yeah. Anyways, I want to see like, what do you see your future as? Like, where you ultimately end at? Like, do you want to have like a family and kids? Do you want to do this and that? Do you want to just chill? Do you want to keep recording? Do you want to go on tour? Or, like, you know, like, or forever? You know, like
I go back and forth with the me having kids thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like this world is deserving of my seed. And then there's another part of me that's like, I want my seed to harass the world for the carry on, my, you know.
Yeah.
Of course I want a mini me. Woo, but I just don't think this world is deserving of it. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Yeah. So it's a consideration. I say that. A strong one too.
Strong one. So I remember you mentioned something like that. I remember
naturally too.
Okay,
Since I've never been with a man.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna go to. You told me that, I remember before, and that's dope. That's dope as fuck to me. I'm like, yo, like, you know, like that's like an open mind. All right, so what about career wise? Where do you want to go with that?
As long as I'm in music, it don't matter. With this production, writing, I try not to stress myself out on a particular thing. I know where I want to end up, meaning in music. I just want to end up in music. Like whatever I do, I just want to end up in music. I'm not going to even stress myself out with like a particular plan.
What about like just music? Because you can act too. You was in a low key web series, and you can. I've seen you. I've seen you in the dramatic shit too. Like not even just. I feel like you could write probably a movie and shit too. I'm sure
it's
you thought about that. Yeah.
I got. I'm working on a poetry book first. Nice. I got to get my stuff out the way before I go into like other things. You know how you could be gifted with certain things but not be passionate in that gift.
Yeah.
So I got to go with what I'm passionate at first, like, so my poetry book would be first, and then my cookbook.
Nice.
No, cookbook would be first. Poetry book.
Oh,
yeah.
Let me stop right there. Yo, it's good. Aina has the greatest recipe. Like she cooked for me a few times, 3 times, 4 times. That shit was bomb as fuck. I was like, damn. Like I was like, this shit was complicated. I was like, damn, this shit was dope. Yeah. Anyways, let's go on from there.
Yeah. So cookbook, poetry book, then my book about my life.
All right.
Get those out the way first. But I'm definitely down for. You know, I'm open for acting.
Yeah.
Everybody say I'm natural at it. So
they should put you on The Chi.
No comment.
All right.
And I'm from The Chi. That's the crazy part. But
I won't even ask because I don't want any problems. But I do want to ask, but I won't ask. But yeah, they should put you on that. They should put you on a lot of things. Like,
it would make sense.
Yeah, it would make a lot of sense because you kind of a legend in this. You are a legend in the Shy. Like you are.
No comment.
All right. Yeah. Let people know. Yeah. All right. So, anything else you want to promote?
Life.
Promote
Live
life.
it.
Yeah.
Stop playing games. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna promote my hats because it's more personal and limited.
Where can they get that at though? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
I gotta if you go on Instagram, the brei'yon collection.
That's
I just
dope.
send you the info so you can put it up there. But yeah, it's my die empty joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, just pour all of your gifts out into the world before you leave. You know what I mean? Like, die empty. Like, stop being concerned about what people gonna say, what they gonna think, if they gonna criticize it. Everybody is not going. You're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. Just be Hennessy. It's okay. Do yourself. Put yourself out there. I get it. Like, this is our baby. Anything you're passionate about, right? It's like putting your baby out there to the world and exposing your baby to the world and saying, have it, my baby. How you going to treat my baby? How you going to judge my baby? It's the same thing as having a kid and just letting them, the first day of preschool, and the kids having at it. Like, just do it. Get it off your chest. Die empty.
That's what's up. No fear, man. I felt like you was talking to me right now personally, but I felt that. That's some real shit.
People gonna talk their shit. Anybody who's not chasing their dream killers. Everybody has a purpose. Dream chasers, dream killers. It's up to you on how you allow that to affect you. You know what I mean? Like, let people. That's their job. Your job is to get them fired.
How did you develop that? How did you develop that to not let them affect you? Like, how did you like what circumstances or what tools did you use? Because sometimes people and I want to hear the tools that you use. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody who's walking in their purpose, actually chasing their dream, right? You already know it takes a certain level of vulnerability in order for you to even chase anything and to put your life out there and say, hey, this is my baby. The world, it's okay for you to have it. It's okay. This is a beautiful sign. That's a sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when it comes to dream killers, they afraid of their purpose.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they try to put their doubts and their fears on you?
Yeah.
That's all they know.
Because they couldn't do it, or they didn't even attempt worse.
No, I don't know not one person that's out here chasing a dream and know what it takes that's going to try to kill your dream. Unless they're jealous of your dream actually becoming a reality over theirs. But that means they ain't had a drive that you had or the patience that you had and don't understand that flowers grow at different speeds. Just keep watering it. They stop watering theirs because they looking at your flower and think they flower is supposed to grow at the same speed as your flower. That's just not how nature works.
Yeah. And it didn't work for them, so why would it work?
And it might work for them. The problem is they over here comparing their flower to yours. So they stunt their own growth.
Yeah.
And shut the door off to the sun. They stop the sun and the rain from coming because rain and the sun helps your flower grow. You fold at the rain. You just wither and die. And you try to put that off on other people. Like, nah, that's not life. Welcome to life.
That's gonna be the name of this episode, actually. Welcome to life. That's hard as fuck. Cause for real. And yeah, that's the truth. And people, I just don't see why not support somebody as long as like they have somewhat talent. If they're trash, but even trash can get popping with enough support. You know what I'm saying?
Constructive criticism. That's what people are missing nowadays.
But there's trash, and it's like, oh, I got one last question to ask you. And that was like a right segue. I hope this not construed the wrong. But all right, what do you heard about this Tekashi 6ix9ine at all? The situation. Yeah. What's your opinion on that? Like, and I feel like you're gonna. Yeah, I just want to hear your opinion on that.
All you internet gangsters that claim what you would do, apparently you're out. And you have access to like the regular world, right?
Yeah.
You're not in his situation. There's no way in hell you're taking 40 years and throwing your life away for other people. It's not happening. So stop it. That's what I hate about the internet. Like, everybody is allowed to be who they want to be, but not who they are.
If you really gay, babe, you won't be commenting on YouTube.
Come on, y'all.
Not commenting
Y'all
on
not
YouTube.
doing it.
You
y'all
think,
not
come
doing
on.
it. Y'all barely could take a joke from a comedian.
Yeah.
Imagine taking 40 years.
Jesus, I wouldn't either.
In jail.
And they try, and again, I'm not like with him totally, but I also like, yo, they try to rob him. I'm telling too, but I'm just saying, like,
so you would.
I would have never made the initial decisions he made though either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you're gonna be a part of something, that's what I'm saying about the internet. Yeah. They able to be who they want to be, but not who they are.
That's why it's like some things aren't even worth, like, it's just his particular situation. Who knows if I would have made those decisions, which obviously I didn't, and I had, opportunities.
Right.
You know how many times people say, "Oh, we can get 50 bloods in your video if you can just pay it." Like, that happens a lot. Like you could do that. You could go that route. I'm not trying to go that route. I don't want to be
solo dolo.
Yeah.
And I'm from the hood of Chicago.
Exactly.
Y'all already know we got that rule, the no snitching.
Yeah.
But this is a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
You're talking about a rapper that y'all blew up off of gimmicks.
Yeah. Y'all did
stunts.
that.
Y'all did that.
Yeah.
So now that he got caught up in some things and his truth is coming out, his truth is waking up. And not only that, like the whatever they threaten him with or whatever harm they cause him, why would you protect anybody that harmed you? That's like protecting a rapist.
They try to kidnap him. Yeah, why would you do that?
Why would you? We've been conditioned to protect them too. You know how many women quiet?
What's that syndrome?
For years.
This is the name for that. That's true. And what's the reasoning behind that? I learned a lot throughout this.
Shame.
And so, like, that's why I do believe some of these women, because a lot of these women, because at first people said, oh, they're coming out like 10 years later, and it's just too late. But the shame.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle with that. Let me tell you why. It's okay. Shame. Keep them quiet. Not only that, their own mothers don't be believing them sometimes when they're younger and telling them they mother's boyfriend is touching them. So it's a conditioning. But then you also have women that's looking for a come up. We're not gonna sit here and act like they're not there. You could protect so many women by just speaking up and saying, you know what, I don't care if nobody believe me. I'm gonna put this out in the air, and then it's gonna bring more women forward to start talking about the things that they was ashamed of. Somebody has to break the cycle. But you do have the women that try to come up. So that makes you question the women that actually go through it.
That's a problem. And they should be prosecuted because they ruin it for everybody.
Y'all really do be ruined. That's not okay. Especially when it comes to situations like that. Like, that's not okay to come up off that. Yeah. I'm sorry.
There's like, in hip hop, there's two. There's groupies and who do that, but the thing is, they just got to do their due diligence. The court got to do their due diligence, and I understand it now. Like, over time, like, why people don't report. Shame is a factor too, and also it's just time to process, like, what the fuck just happened. Yeah. Like, once I hear more and more about it, because I've homegirls who come up, like, they tell me about it too, like, which they never, like, homegirls I knew for years, they never told me about this shit. I'm like, all right, I get, like, oh, you don't want to speak about it, and you're just trying to figure it out.
Especially if you're young. Yeah. And a lot of parents think their child is too young to have the sex about conversation. I mean, not the sex, to talk about sex, like, to have the conversation about sex. And when you do that, when you think your child is too young, you forget that children are very, very, very smart.
Yeah.
So not only are you straying away from showing them the difference, you got a stranger that's coming in and allowing them to think that something is okay that it's not. Mm-hmm. Because they're teaching them something you thought they were too young to teach.
Yeah.
So they don't know it's wrong. They just like, so it takes them until they get older and they hear the stories like, I was raped too.
That's crazy.
I was molested too.
Yeah.
That wasn't right. I thought this was love. I thought this was because parents think their children too young to have that conversation with.
Yeah, I never had that conversation in my life too, but I'm from
never had it in my life.
Yeah,
ever.
I learned it from movies and School, kinda like, but that
I
shit
just
was
wanted
like.
to be like Martin and Gina. I wasn't
Okay,
intimate till I
okay.
was 19.
Yeah.
Never been molested, like none of that. I wasn't intimate with a woman till I was 19.
That's
so.
crazy. Martin and Gina. Yeah. I see you have all the DVDs, so I remember.
Yeah, I
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, yo. I think this is a good episode.
It's a great episode,
first
y'all.
episode.
You been too humble.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm ready, bro. This shit. All right, Rockwell Podcast, episode 1. Appreciate y'all. Subscribe. Mention Circles. Aina Breiyon.
Yeah.
Go cop that on
everywhere.
Yeah, streaming platform.
Everywhere.
All right, thank y'all. Love y'all.
Amazing.